Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. Today we'll be rounding up all the news from February 2026. On February 1st, 3D artist Daniel Egan released some more evergreen designs. So we got these nice this nice art by Daniel Egan. We got Volcanicus, we got our sea, and what's this? This looks familiar. Remember that EarthSpark leak with well, that wasn't just the EarthSpark leak. It was like the future, that you know what leak I'm talking about. And EarthSpark was like in that leak, and this was the render we saw from Mirage, and I think that was just a placeholder. But yeah, that's cool. We got Shockwave here too, and I would like to say again that these were made by Daniel Egan, a 3D artist. Who has hopes and dreams and feelings and a family out there. Ever since AI, I've come to appreciate things more that I usually would never appreciate, like this art right here. On February 5th, Jakar Tomy released a little cinematic trailer for a new toy line they're up to called Overgear, and these designs look pretty cool. Again, I know people have heard this term hundreds of times, but it's kind of like a mix of G1 and the Bayverse. Now, to me, why I think that is because the designs are blocky, but they also look realistic. So that's pretty cool. The cinematic trailer was alright. Hey, so you know that mobile game Eternal Wars? Yeah, I know. You know how we haven't heard anything for that? Well, yeah, it's still happening. So coming to us via the official Transformers Eternal War Facebook, we can confirm that the game has started a new closed beta, now open for New Zealand, Singapore, and the Philippines. So if you're in any of those now, you can go ahead, play the closed beta. On the 7th, episode 22 of Cyberworld came out. Did anyone watch that? Oh, we have some more concept art. On February 9th, everyone's favorite TV show, Combiner Wars. We got more of the concept art. Yay! Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some of this looks cool. Especially this one right here. I think this one looks cool. Dang, someone drew this. Someone drew this, man. It looks good. Just looking at this art just makes me sad because, concept art is a real job, and AI is about to take it over. Well, I hope it doesn't, but, this, when I look at this art, I feel like I'm stepping into the past, from a long forgotten era when people used to actually make entertainment, but, that's not the case. Well, that won't be the case anymore.
Fight AI.
Coming to us via this is a Chinese name, Director John Yeo's website, we have a nice set of official Transformers digital art from Universal Studios Beijing's resort. The image features several characters from the Bayverse, like Optimus Prime, Hound, Crosshairs, Ratchet, Ironhide, Starscream, and a new design for Windblade. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, at the Universal Studios in China, in Beijing, we got some art on February 9th. That's pretty cool. So I guess this is what Windblade would look like in live action, but that's just Windblade right there. Nothing new. And then on February 11th, we have issue 29 of the Skybound universe. Now, I'd go over what's happening, but I'm 2 issues behind, so whoops. And then on February 11th, do you remember that one? No, it is obscure. That one animation, Transformers Alliance. Oh wait, what's it called again? Transformers Autobot Alliance. It's this ride in China. Yeah, it's this like a music. It's something like some kind of attraction in China, and they released this animation, this little short animation where the aspect ratio is all weird. The aspect ratio is super small, and you watch it. And, you got Peter Cullen, some other well-known voice actors like Bumblebee from Robots in Disguise 2015. He's there. That's pretty cool. And Frank Welker and some more. And we got some more artwork from that. And also there's some more lost media from that. There's they made a couple of animations for that exhibit that we have not been able to find yet. But if we reach out to the Transformers fans in China, maybe we can get those. But yeah, we got some more images from that. This isn't anything new. The place. Oh shoot! Would you look at that? They got a space bridge there. Oh, that's so cool. I actually haven't even looked over these images myself. Whoops. What is that right there? Oh my god. Oh wait, no, that's why the screen looks like that. Look at this image right there. It's like a little theater. That's how the hell did people even get this? Like in HD. That's pretty cool. And in English. Like, dang, I gotta make a trip here. This looks so cool. On February 13th, we got an announcement that Skybound's going to be re-releasing the old Transformers the movie comic. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So on February 13th, we got an announcement that Skybound would be collecting the Marvel and IDW adaptations of Transformers the movie. Now, if you didn't know, the '86 movie got some comic adaptations from Marvel and IDW, so we're gonna be getting that soon. Also on February 13th, we got the Transformers the movie apology tour, which basically is a promo for the whole franchise and the '86 movie. Okay, this one I was excited to talk about. Okay, so on February 17th, we finally got a sequel to, oh my goodness. Do you people know? Okay, it's a whole thing. So the end, okay, basically there was this manga, this one-shot manga. Well, now it's not a one-shot, but there was this manga called The End of the G1 Universe that released like 3 years ago, and they finally released part 2. Where basically like Unicron gets inside the body of like Leo Convoy and he's like a good guy now. So we finally got issue 2 of that, which is pretty cool, for me at least, and some other nerds. And then last and least, we got episode 23 of Cyberworld on February 21st. And that is all the news for February 2026, people. Hurry up! I can't hold the rope any longer! Ah! Yeah, somehow it got us out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Aren't I awesome?
I've seen your type thousands of times. A young hotshot who thinks he can just waltz right in and change the system. It is a terrible thing to live in denial of yourself. You know what you want. Why don't you just take it? I've seen too many unfortunates fail to achieve their greatness. He is in his chambers and does not want to be disturbed.